Two other serious sins of Ken Ofori-Atta, Ghanaians never forget. How many of us know Ken Ofori-Atta? He's a crook who paraded as a finance minister of the Republic. At a time, he would appear in all white, quoting the Bible like Jeremiah. He spoke in tongues, and he was seen as holier than thou. Over 70 crimes attributed to him by the office of the special prosecutor have been opened up to the public to see. But two crimes will remain in the minds of Ghanaians. Forget about Ken Ofori-Atta refusing to come home. Forget about Ken Ofori-Atta and the DDEP, Domestic Debt Exchange Program, the unprofessional haircuts. Forget about Ken Ofori-Atta and the data bank and the excessive borrowing that made him rich, a crook like that. There are two sins Ghanaians pretend to forget, but they will never, ever forget. One of them, my brother, my sister, Ken Ofori-Atta here. Oh my God. Was the founder of an insurance company called the Enterprise Insurance. Your advantage, a galloping horse on a blue background. It was for him. And when he was in power, he virtually collapsed the SIC, State Insurance Company. Our promises are sacred. Conflict of interest. I am in power. I am the Minister of Finance. I have my own enterprise insurance. And all government business is supposed to be going, at least a major part of it should be going to the SIC. But Ken Ofori-Atta allegedly siphoned and misdirected government business to his own private enterprise insurance. Run the doors here. Hey, yo, P, uncle. Hey, yo, P. Hey, yo, papa. Former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta was involved in a long-standing controversy known as the Obotan Project. That's another one, which involved allegations of financial misconduct concerning SSNIT, Social Security and National Insurance Trust, in the late 90s. Apart from that, this is another one, the Obotan Project controversy. In the late 1990s, SSNIT invested approximately $2.24 million American dollars into a gated community housing project called Obotan Garden of Eden, proposed by Ofori-Atta's company, the Data Bank Financial Services, SSNIT, in the 1990s. Critics and media reports allege that the project never materialized and that workers' pension funds were effectively stolen or misappropriated. Leave it there. So you see that this thing repeated in the DDEP. Obotan, $2.24 million. And Data Bank Financial Services was responsible. They were supposed to build a certain housing project for the community called Obotan Garden of Eden. And critics said it never happened. Did it really happen? Did it not happen? Flip the page. OFORI ATTA has consistently denied these claims, describing them as false and malicious. He clarified that when Smith decided to divest from the project in 2005, DataBank purchased their entire equity stake. He maintained that Smith received back every cent of his investment plus interest, approximately 2.22 million principal and 78,680 American dollar interest by 2007, after about 10 years. Now, as recently as 2018, listen to this. Petitions were filed with the Office of the Special Prosecutor to reopen investigations into the 1999 transfer of these funds to OFORI ATTA's affiliate companies, including DataBank. Now let's go deeper into the SIC issue. Listen attentively. Now the allegations regarding the diversion of insurance business from the state-owned SIC Insurance Company PLC to Enterprise Insurance, a private company co-founded by OFORI ATTA, center on claims of state capture and conflicts of interest. Critics, including opposition MPs, allege that as finance minister, OFORI ATTA used his influence to steer lucrative government insurance contracts toward Enterprise Insurance, his own Enterprise Insurance. O government there, Abanejuma Onswa Ochu. OFORI ATTA's wife, Dr. Angela OFORI ATTA, served as a director at Enterprise Insurance, further fueling claims of familial benefit from state deals. Kelly Gajepo, OFORI ATTA's long-term business partner and co-founder of DataBank, served as the group CEO of Enterprise Group while also holding other high-profile state positions, such as board chair of the Electricity Company of Ghana. Apart from Gajepo, Kelly Gajepo, being the co-founder or one of the founders of Enterprise Insurance, he also held government positions. And they siphoned, allegedly, government businesses meant for SIC and sat on that and grew their pot belly, quoting the Bible and wearing white. It was alleged that the insurance cover for the newly formed CBG, that's the Consolidated Bank of Ghana, was moved from other insurers to Enterprise Insurance shortly after the bank's inception. Remember when they collapsed all the banks, brought some together, and then formed the CBG, Consolidated Bank Ghana, all the banks. Jobs were lost. A lot of bankers had to go home and die early deaths. And what happened? The insurance cover for the newly formed Consolidated Bank Ghana was moved from other insurers, and Enterprise Insurance was the main insurer, collecting all the premium. OFORI ATTA. Then the National Cathedral Project. Listen, reports surfaced that Enterprise Insurance was granted the contract to insure the multi-million-dollar National Cathedral construction site. So the whole National Cathedral, it was Enterprise Insurance that the business was given to as insurers. OFORI ATTA's wife was, as you saw, one of the directors. His best friend, Kelly Gajepo. And his wife is still here. Kelly, where is he? They were those who collaborated with the National Cathedral to rob Ghana, allegedly. Then the Agenda 111. Do we all remember the Agenda 419? Was it 111? Some critics claim that insurance guarantees for the Agenda 111 hospital projects were also handled by Enterprise. Oh, almost every big government project, the insurer should have been SIC. That's the national insurer. Government projects. They had a way of twisting the hands of the government and backpassing it to Enterprise. Strict conflict of interest. Wicked. How did it affect SIC? Opposition members argued these moves left the state-owned SIC insurance anemic. Why a dry? Why a koli? Why there is saman koliwa? Anemic or in a comatose state by stripping it of reliable government revenue streams. It's like GBC. You see where GBC is? My brother, my sister, GBC. And government businesses are supposed to be going to GBC. But because somebody is in government and he owns another radio station called GKR, all the government businesses go to GKR by virtue of the fact that I am the boss. That's what it is, as alleged. In the late 2025, reports indicated that current administration, yes, the current one, was making efforts to recover state insurance businesses that had previously been moved to private firms like Enterprise. Yes. Official defense. Cherished also went into it. His supporters have historically maintained that Enterprise is a publicly listed, highly competitive firm and that any contracts won were based on merit rather than political favoritism. Can you hear this? You, as finance minister, is it not your duty to even make Enterprise insurance stronger? To make the state be in a better position so the state can make money? You are proud that you have a certain outfit and is more competitive than the state one that you are supposed to be managing. In 2007, a Cherished report on related bond issues cleared him of direct conflict. Listen, of direct conflict of interest, but noted procedural breaches and failure to disclose all businesses. No direct conflict of interest, but procedural incursions, breaches. The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice has conducted several investigations into the ATTA issue, most notably regarding the 2017 bond issuance and his asset declarations. Dash it away. These are the two solid sins, aside every other thing that Ken Ofori-Atta has done, including the fact that he has refused to return to Ghana. He is seeking residence in America. He has applied. My brother, my sister, did we see his photograph earlier? If we haven't seen Ken's photograph, put it out, so we know who we are talking about. We saw this photo, right? That's the man. How can you be this wicked, allegedly, to your own country? And he's a cousin of the president. The president handpicked him. Many said he was not even qualified for the position, but they put him there and he messed all of us up. Today he's running around claiming that his country is witch hunting him. This was how he appeared in an American court. Had it not been there in that detention center, I didn't even know that he ever had hair on his head. Look at him. Like some abandoned products on the highway. Like a sack of cassava abandoned on the highway by some people from Hohoi. Look at this. And he stands there quoting the Bible as if he wrote the Bible. He knows every verse in the Bible. He knows every character in the Bible, from Jeremiah all the way through Ruth. He knows their fathers and mothers and grandchildren. This guy. Even his own uncle, Nana Addo, is still here with all the atrocities. He's begging him to come home. He said he will never come. Such a wicked, dangerous man. Dash him away. Today we remember more scenes of Ken Ofori-Atta while he was in power. Alleged conflict of interests, my brother, my sister, and more, using his own outfits and organizations. Can I end with this? Do you know that he was the richest minister ever in the history of Ghanaian politics? Did you know that? He was the wealthiest. His asset declaration was so heavy, it looked like he had discovered a whole gold field with low-hanging fruits. Posterity would indeed judge us harshly. May justice be done. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power.